what's going on everyone? It's Green Zero back here again, and everyone's like, yes, finally, I did write on my feed that I was on vacation. It's kind of hard to find that on YouTube now because you got to click on like two different links or two or three different links. But yes, I'm back. I'm sorry. It's been like 2 weeks since my last video. Never fear, because nothing's happened on the replay system anyway. It's still as garbage as it ever was. But I've jumped straight on, and I found this replay. I was looking the last 2 days to find a replay to VOD, and obviously because everyone wants new content, I bet you the first 10 comments on this video is going to be like, about time, oh yeah, get my Kane's Wrath fix. But anyway, this one has no wubs. It's got like 2 downloads, so I've just ripped it straight off because it's got Dirty Dutch and it's got Jack in it. And these guys should be pretty good. Notice that Jack is not playing as his GDI faction, which is one of his favourites. He's playing as Blackhand. Dutch is playing as Random. We're on Tournament Risk, so we have Blackhand Jack on the left-hand side. Also goes by the name Best Noob sometimes, but Jack's his main account. Dirty Dutch has been dealt with a GDI faction. We'll have to wait and see. He's actually going for a ref first. Now, some quick news, that 2v2 tournament, the patch 1.02 plus, that was wrapped up. And spoiler alert, if you don't want to hear what happens, mute your speakers now for the next maybe 20 seconds. Alright, spoiler alert, me and Kimosabi, yes, we went in there and we came second, second place for me and Kimo, so that was pretty good. Quite a nice tournament. Obviously the red zone thing, the red zone rampage issue just failed spectacularly, as well as the organisational skills of GameReplays.org, but nonetheless, they did hold the tournament. No cash prize, which is unfortunate. There should be a recap soon. They have promised to recap. And let's have a look at what Dutch is. He's actually GDI vanilla because we can see his harvest has a machine gun on it. And now he's got his racks. He has not got his spike, obviously, because he went for the refinery first. Now, this is a random v random, obviously, so he doesn't know what he's up against, so he didn't even draft any scouts. That's super risky. I mean, he's obviously counting on the fact that Jack isn't going to rush him or anything like that. So he's going to get this spike. Now, he's going to have his spike a lot later than Jack has, but he's getting more Tiberium faster. His first tib load would have been completed long before Jack's harvester, because he had to build a power plant, then he had to build a barracks, then he had to build a ref, whereas Dirty Dutch just went straight for a ref, so he's more like 10 seconds plus, 1 or 2 seconds delay in between buildings, so he's probably about 12 seconds ahead his harvesters, so he's definitely got 1.5 loads done. Not 1.5, he's done 1 load and harvested half another load, so. But anyway, am I making that confusing or what? It looks like it's double ref here for Jack and Dirty Dutch, and he just placing down his second ref. That's unusual. I mean, obviously he had to place the barracks and the power plant then, and he slowed down by his power, and he had to build some pits because he realized he's against Blackhand. And if you don't scout Blackhand on Rift, you just open to a world of pain. I mean, they can bike you, they can reckoner you, they can flame tank you, they can all in man spam you, they can do anything they want. But Jack isn't going to do that. Again, it was randomly random, so he probably didn't initiate his front build like that, so he's just going to eco now, and he's going for an expansion. Dutch still has no eyes on his opponent here, and I'm surprised his rifles aren't actually shooting there. This structure, sometimes it's a bit difficult to shoot out the sides. Dirty Dutch could select an order and attack and see if that fixes it sometimes. Some riflemen just chilling up here, obviously from a draft tower. He should send those out. He doesn't have much vision at all. He's got scouts over here now, but again, he has not really even seen into this enemy base here. All his people are just chilling at home. He's trying to build up an attack force. Obviously, he's realized if he was going to get hit, he would have been hit like 20-30 seconds ago. So all those Cabal standing in the Tiberium field does not do them any good. The only Nod faction that doesn't get Tiberium immunity from their upgrades. Instead, they get some pretty they get Charged Particle Beam and the Black Disciples, which is way better than the other upgrades anyway, if you ask me. And it looks like Dutch now he's going down to his expansion. Jack has a Rax down there. And is he going for... No, he's going for a ref, I think. He's getting some infantry out because he knows there's pit bulls. There's 2 buggies chilling at home. He's playing a little bit passively here. I mean, he could have done something aggressive. Really, Blackhand versus GDI. The Blackhand player would want to be as aggressive as possible at the start of the game, because if the GDI player, if he gets rolling with his tier 1, tier 2, he's really hard to stop for Blackhand. I mean, Blackhand's probably one of the better Nod factions to stop that kind of attack with, because their infantry is so powerful. But again, he's actually going to lose a harvester to these pit bulls, and at least one pit bull goes down. There's only buggies defending there, so that was pretty bad. I mean, buggies take a lot of rocket damage, but to defeat that many pit bulls, it was not going to happen. He's going to snipe another pit down, but he still lost a harvester out of that, and only 2 pit bulls went down, so much cheaper there for Dirty Dutch. Good trade, obviously, with the missing harvester. That's going to be less economy, and if he wants to rebuild it, he has to pay another far out. I forgot how much a harvester is. 1,600, I think. Oh man, I forgot how much a harvester was then. I better take a drink. What is that ref placement there, Jack? It's not the worst, but it could have been better. I mean, Nod Harvesters dock pretty well, so it's probably not going to be such an issue there. And Dutch is going to pick away at that spike. Anyone go for the bottom spikes? No one has any scouts down there at all, so I'm not sure what Dutch is doing. Both sides just wanted to eco. They wanted to eco hard, and that's what they're going to do. So not much is going to happen aside from that one Pitbull raid, which is a really... there's a scout going down there from Jack, so he does see the double ref there, so he knows that Dirty Dutch doesn't have an army just yet. Jack's starting to build up Scorpion tanks with some infantry. What's he going to pile on with this? Is he going to pile on more tanks and infantry? One war factory tanks, 2 racks infantry. No, he's going for a second war factory, and Dutch will see that immediately with those scouts there. No one trying to steal blue tib. It's very, very popular on this level now to steal blue tib, even right off the first base. I mean, no one's done it yet, obviously, but extremely popular center harvest down there because it pulls in so many credits, more than double what the regular Tiberium is. I think actually, oh man. Again, I shouldn't say this online because I can't remember how much blue tib brings in. This is the only rank 1v map with rank 1v1 map with blue tib on it. I'll have to go look that up actually. I really should know that. I mean, I've been playing the game for long enough. I just know that blue tib is worth a buttload of money, so there's no point even trying to figure out. I mean, a lot of people don't even put refs down here anymore or expand. They just leech the whole field. And oh man, Dutch has got triple war. And this is what I'm talking about. He went for an expansion. And he's going for HP ammo, and he's just going to triple War Factory out, and this isn't going to work for Jack, I don't think. He's got double War Factory, he's going for Dozer Blades. What's happening up there? It's just a buggy. These Scorpion tanks are going to sit here and fight. They're against unupgraded APCs, which are going to have to take their sweet time destroying this. But now he's mixing in Shatterers. He's going to Shatterers, APCs, Predator tanks, and he's going to have his upgrade. And he's going for an airfield. I don't think he's going double airfield. I honestly don't think he can support this much. Yeah, all of his build queues are stalled. He's going for 3 War Factory, an upgrade, and 2 airfield. I mean, yeah, he's got pretty good economy to power all at the same time, and Dutch probably should have waited until his AP ammo was done, or at least his tanks get closer. There's only one Shatterer tank there, and it doesn't look like the upgrade is done for Jack either. AP ammo is done for Dutch now, just finishing up then. And what is he got? He's got a tech set done. He's almost got Dozer Blades done. He needs to wait until that's done before he engages. He's pulling back now, but it looks like, yeah, he deploys and then redeploys his MCV, realizing that Dutch is actually going to push this attack and he needs to defend it out. He's got some infantry over here, not upgraded at all. He needs to watch out for that Shadow tank. He's lucky there's only one here, and he may be able to overwhelm this. Oh, that Shadow tank, every time it takes a shot, it just cuts through. Oh no, it goes down. Immediately focused down by there. That was well done by Jack. Just one shot, you saw how much damage that did. It killed a few tanks and damaged a heap of others, but Dutch is actually going to get overwhelmed here. And it'll be interesting to see what he's building with those airfields. Could be Augurs, could be Hammerheads. I mean, he's got AP ammo. He could go double airfield Hammerhead. They're really good against Blackhand, I found out, in the mid-game. And even into the late game, it forces them to build bikes against this kind of force here, and they don't want to do that. But I think Jack is being pretty cost-effective here. He hasn't lost too many Scorpion tanks. I mean, a decent amount, but Dutch has lost quite a lot of armor here now. And there are 2 Shadow tanks here. One's not even firing. This one's going to get off one more shot before it goes down, and this one will die as well. But he does get a few more kills there. But again, there's Orcas coming over the top, but there's only 2. I'm not sure where the rest are. Did he cut production? I haven't been looking at the rest of the map because I wanted to keep this fight centered here. And Dutch is actually going to turn this army down. And here we go. Infantry upgrades here for Jack. No counter, no harassment at all at this game. And all he needs to watch out, he's got to deploy his construction yard. Dirty Dutch just delaying him again and putting a lot of pain on that construction yard. And now he's just going to snipe down more Scorpion tanks with these Orcas. I mean, he could go for Harvesters, but the fields here is almost dry. And he's just thinking that, hey, I just need to kill a lot of tanks and then I'm fine. He hasn't got an expansion. And you can see the Imp Cloud here now, so he knows he's really transitioning to this Imp. It was a lot of Scorpion tanks into a lot of infantry. It was a bit delayed by Jack. I mean, his Scorpion tanks have not even got close to Dutch's base. Dutch has expended a lot of ground units though, because his army wasn't grouped up and congested. And again, I haven't moved from this position for a long time. MCV is still moving here for Jack. And these Scorpion tanks, how they look and all, they're pretty bad. Pretty badly damaged. A lot of infantry coming in. A lot of Cabals. Nice work with the Cabals. You obviously need to mix them in because they're making infantry so much more powerful. Because let's actually look what they do. Increased combat effectiveness of nearby units. Yeah, I'll have to get the stats off of that for CGF. I probably should write some of these down. I did write down the veterancy. I should go through veterancy sometime or another. He's going for double airfield Hammerheads now after getting those Orcas. 2 of them are obviously been destroyed. He has not rebuilt them. He does have the middle field here though, but Jack is going for the blue field. He's got a nice army here. He's got a lot of infantry and tanks mixed in there. What has Dutch got? He's got Shatterers. He sells off that. Oh, he's actually got no War Factories. I mean, that was his last War Factory, so obviously sold them all off. I'm pretty sure no Flame Tanks have snuck around or done anything. But it looks like he's going to push an attack here. There's only 3 Preds and 2 Shatterer tanks. They will hold for a while, assuming this air support helps them out. I'm not sure where the Orcas have gone. they've gone around. I'm not sure if they should be hitting harvesters at the moment or where they should be attacking this army. There are a lot of rockets there, so he obviously doesn't want to just expend all those orcas. I can't see where they are. This radar's so bad. Next CNC game, they got to fix it. They kind of fixed it like I said in Red Alert 3. It's that they cluttered it up with all tech buildings and neutral structures and stuff like that. I didn't like it. I honestly cannot find these orcas. There they are. There's one SAM turret. That's not going to be enough to stop them from just wiping those harvesters there. There's only 2 there, so Jack has moved them. They're all over here actually, the blue field. He's moved a lot there, and that's good because he saved a lot. There's actually one that took Tiberium from the center field there, and it looks like I think Dutch is going to have to make a move. He's going to have to call these hammerheads. He should call these forces over here, sell these towers, bring on the infantry. He can, because this force is in a great position for him to attack, and he's actually moving the hammerheads. He's just move ordering them, and they're going to spread out, and he puts them in a line formation. Great idea from Dirty Dutch there, because they are just going to cut down all these infantry. They'll target infantry first before they target the tanks, and because they're spread out, the rockets will overkill them. And you see he's only lost about 4, maybe 5, and he's pretty much cleaned up all the infantry. And now he's just going to move over and clean up all the tanks. All his harvesters are under attack though. He probably should have moved them away. He needs to group fire these hammerheads. There you go. He's focusing, and that's what I meant, not group fire, focus fire. And these tanks are just getting shredded by these oh, look at that glitch out there with the dust there. He's trashed all of these tanks. A lot of the tanks actually falling back over here. Dutch didn't move those. No, he's going to move these guys down the guts. More orcas rolling around, but they're not doing a lot. They're on a move order here. These hammerheads now, they're going to come and try to save the Conyard. They should be able to save the Conyard. They're focusing down the rockets first. There's just too many of them there. Like I said, they are actually quite powerful anti-inf. The problem is they get splashed a fair bit. These forces here now getting caught out, but that was a nice use of the hammerheads there. Like I said, he's only lost maybe 5 of these things, and he's got 3 veterans as well there. If you put them in formation move, you don't even have to attack move them. You can attack formation move, and they'll just sit out. The rockets will overkill like crazy and not get enough of them, and the hammerheads will come out on top. And that harvester, they're about to be destroyed by an AP ammo tower. But Dutch's economy has been thrashed because of that. I mean, Jack expended everything he had, but Dutch's economy, what's he got? He's got 1 harvester over there. He's got 4 harvesters, and he's bringing them all to the center field. He needs to sell his tower, sell 1 ref. He could even sell an airfield and sell a power plant because he doesn't need all that. And he's reorganizing now. He's selling off. He's getting everything down pat. He needs to worry about this Redeemer, which is not coming out. He's not even building it. He obviously doesn't have the money. He must have burned all that blue tib on something else. I'm not sure what he's got. He's got Tib Core, but that may be a bit of an overstretch there. I mean, most of the orcas are down. He's only got a couple of hammerheads. He's actually loading them up with rifleman squads. That is a really good idea. And look, has he got more veterans now? He's got, oh no, he's still got 3 veterans, but he's actually rebuilding orcas. Obviously, he needs something to deal with this Redeemer, which is about a quarter or almost half the way done. And look at this, Jack is going to move his MCV to the rift so he can place on the other side, probably going to put down obelisks. And Dutch has not teched at all throughout this. Really a good idea, because teching against Black Kane, especially on a level like this, it just doesn't do anything for you. I mean, you just haven't got a lot at that tech. I mean, Firehawks, you know, they don't have any, Black Hand don't have any air, so the Firehawks are going to be strictly bombing, and there's a lot of anti-air for Black Hand with their infantry and stuff like that, so the Firehawks aren't that great. Mammoth tanks are a waste of time against Black Hand. Juggernauts, you know, they're good, but again, this is a map where Juggernauts aren't as good, especially against Black Hand, who have just tons and tons of units. But yeah, Amarv, yeah, that'd be alright. But again, you can just do so much damage to the Black Hand with your tier 1, tier 2, and your air support. As long as you have that on par, you're sitting pretty. And this harvester there is going to get caught out. Obviously, those hammerheads got fired at by something. They don't quite actually finish that off, but I think the rifleman squads should be able to finish it. There's a predator tank there too, and they go down. He's actually calling back these guys here to repairs. He's actually rebuilt all of his orcas. He's going for hard points. He's going for something. It looks like an upgrade there. It could be hard points that'll give him a lot of firepower, especially against the Redeemer, because the one thing Jack doesn't have is a lot of anti-air now. Yeah, he's got Tib Core, but he's going to be relying on static air defenses, and there's the Operation Center, so he's going to crawl. That's what the Operation Center is there for. He's going to crawl to this base here, but he's got to worry about these forces here. He's going to have to place down a Shredder turret. Hopefully he's got supercharged particle beam or just charged particle beam. Redeemer rage gens, but it's way out of range. I'm not sure if he meant to do that. There are some, oh, he puts down a SAM turret actually. He's only got 1 MCV, and these hammerheads are back here just pushing these tanks back. They don't even need to go near this. They're just going to chill over here and destroy these Scorpion tanks, which were pretty much wasted there. Yeah, Jack, he pulled some of them back. He realised that was not going to be a good idea, so he did save some of them. So that's nice work there. Dutch has got his economy down pat in the center here. He's doing pretty good. He's actually targeting down this Operation Center. With only 1 MCV, he really couldn't push, I don't think. Dutch has just got too much. I mean, he needed an obelisk, he needed sand turrets, and he needed shredder turrets to get in there. And with just 1 MCV, it wasn't going to happen. And here come the orcas. Do they have hard points? No, they don't have hard points, but they're causing a lot of pain there. Oh no, the hammerheads. Oh, he's got an elite hammerhead. Did the rest go down? There was some Tib Core bikes there. A lot of them dead. But I'm not sure if he should be careful chasing this Redeemer, because he's going to get flamed, and the flame can shoot in reverse. But he's firing at the rear armor. And I think he's got it on heavy damage mode. Yes, so the Redeemer is super slow now. He's actually firing across the rift. Harvest is trying to go in there and sneak that down. Can he save his Redeemer? I don't think he's going to be able to. He's going to rage gen, but they will already got an attack order. Oh man, is he going to get a heroic hammerhead if it gets the kill? No, it doesn't get the kill, but it has got elite status and he needs to... Oh no, he's going to lose it. He's going to lose it. That was potentially a heroic one that he could have had there. It would have been very close as well with all that extra XP it got off that Redeemer. He does have 8 Orcas and they do have hard points now, but again, he probably didn't need to chase Redeem. He probably could have just used his Orcas again, and he's going to need to be careful about the static. The static air defense is what's going to rip him apart, because Orcas have less health than Hammerheads, significantly less health. You'd be surprised how much HP a Hammerhead does have compared to a Orca, but you still don't want to fly this into base defenses because Orcas are useless against them. Because they have ammo, they're wasting ammo if they shoot down the SAM turrets, which is what you can do. You can waypoint them up, and it looks like Jack is going straight back for another Redeemer, I think. Oh man, it's hot. It's only spring and it's already getting really hot here, so that's really bad. Luckily I have a fan. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it in the background. Now Jack has taken both of the Tiberium spikes there, so that's nice work. He should garrison up that structure. Obviously he put that was just a drafted barracks perhaps. The Orcas are going to go around. He's going to realise that he's actually going to focus them down. He's got... What has he got? He's got 4, 5, 6, 7 Orcas, 7 9s, 63 rockets. So he's got 63 rockets there, so he should be able to take both of them out. 3, yeah, he has got 7, so he's missing 1 Orca. Yeah, one of them got shot down before on the static air defense. Dutch is coming in with an attack. Can he stop the Redeemer coming out? I don't think so. It is going to come out. He can't stop it in time. It is stalled, so Jack needs to sell something or get some Tiberium from somewhere. Look how close it is. It's so close to being done. And it is going to come out, not unless he gets some shockwave or something coming off on that. No, he's not going to be able to stop it. And he's actually going to pull back because he doesn't want to immediately get raged. And he does have a Juggernaut, and Jack's MCV is going to be under attack here now. And there you go, there's the rage. Dutch can't give orders, but most of the units did have an attack order on the Redeemer. Now I bet he's wishing he had those Orcas because they are nowhere to be found now. They're obviously back on the deck waiting to get some ammo there. And these Juggernauts have switched targets. They should target down the construction yard. I mean, it's already very badly damaged. And the Redeemer, I don't think he can take this by itself. It's only got a flame unit on it. And yeah, again, there's these tanks here. He can try to focus them down, but once those Orcas come back, it's really GG for this Redeemer here. I don't think he can hope to save that. So it looks like Dutch will get the Redeemer with his ground forces. Here come the Orcas. Yeah, that's going to be it. And the Juggernauts, I'm not sure why they haven't leveled the MCV. They can see it. They just don't want to shoot it. They're obviously not on aggressive stance, and Dutch hasn't realised he needs to... Yeah, there you go. He's just reorganised that. He should have used an assault move. And oh no, Jack has surrendered there. So that was nice because Jack actually uploaded that. That wasn't too bad of a game. That was a good solid fight between a Black Hand and a GDI. Started out a little slow because they both ecoed. Again, it was randomly random. I thought Jack could have been a little bit more aggressive because he was Black Hand, because Dutch was trying to get to that steamroll GDI. He just could... I think he split himself a little bit too thin, going for 3 war factories and 2 airfields and trying to get some upgrades as well. That split him a little thin, and then his ground force was kind of spread out a little bit and allowed Jack to win. Jack didn't have any counter harassment, no Reckoners, no bikes, no flame tanks. That was disappointing. And again, he was trying to build up score palmies, so just ended up trading. Nice work to get to the blue field there, and nice work on the tech, but he just couldn't quite finish Dutch off. Nice aggressiveness to cripple Dutch's center economy, but really Dutch managed to reorganize and get through there. So that's well done by both players. Like I said, very solid effort from both sides. That should tie you over to our next VOD there, and there will be one again very soon. I'm starting to get back into the VODing again, assuming there are good replays to be VODed and back from vacation. It's all done. So Dutch got 158,373 to Jack's 122,834. So what do we got? 32, 42, 52. He's got like $35,000 more. Did I do that right? 32, 42, 52. Yeah, about $35,000 more than Jack. And in a 16-minute, 50-second game, that's too much. Jack let him get too much more money. Nice work getting the spikes, but yeah, Dutch just got too much in the middle field there. If we look at the resource graph, we can see that it was actually pretty even. You can see this is where Jack got delayed. Dutch attacked him and delayed the MCV, forced him to redeploy again and again. And then he got the blue tip, and he got it all at once, and that basically put him back in the game. And then it was even here, but you can see here Dutch just reorganized at the center field and just managed to crawl his way back, because, I mean, Jack, he got the blue field and he crippled Dutch's center economy right here, so this is where he brought it right back in line, but then he didn't really do anything about it. He should have contested the center field a bit more, maybe gone around, because Dutch didn't have tech, so he didn't have an artillery, so he could have done it with tier 1, tier 2, or used Spectres. He had his tech, so he was set, but he went back for the Redeemer. Probably not the best idea considering how many Orcas there were now. And yeah, you can see their Dutch just cascaded up, and that was the problem. So at about the 12-minute mark, that's where it really split, and that's where the $35,000 came from. So it was all attrition there. Dutch just had it. Jack didn't, unfortunately, there. Nice work from both sides to claw back at certain stages of the game. Structures up and down. Dutch, again, didn't really have to rebuild too much. I mean, he was just sitting on a small amount of structures, and Jack's pretty much cascaded down there after about the time when he lost that fight in the center. Units, there you go. Jack actually spiraling down. That's probably where those hammerheads attacked all those infantry. That was great move by Dirty Dutch, man. Hammerheads in the mid game against Blackhand, who aren't going bikes. If they're going Scorp tank and lots of infantry and stuff like that, and flame tanks and stuff like that, like a lot of hammerheads are really good because they can snipe bikes so fast as well. They can just kill them in an instant, fraction of a second, and they won't have tip core. And even if they do, you can still focus them down to some degree of success. And again, with the formation move, it forces the rockets to overkill them. And then it's just not effective because the hammerheads are just going snipe, 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 and wiping everything out while all the rockets are firing and overkilling, and they're not splashing because the hammerheads are spread out too far. So it's really cost effective, and Dutch showing us that there. So that was very good from both sides. So anyway, let's look at the kill death ratio, 2.89 to 0.45. Jack's wasn't too bad, but he did tech and didn't have that many infantry forces there. But yeah, structures created. He obviously spent a lot more on structures, 73 to a mere 40. So yeah, that's why Dutch just had a lot more units, especially towards the end of the game. Jack really only had one big main army, and then once that got wasted, it was really all over. I mean, just a Scorpion Haste, and he kept resupplying them. But anyway, I've been talking for a while. You probably want to... I mean, a lot of people don't even watch this segment. But anyway, the VODs are back. I hope you really enjoyed that game. I'm Green Zero, and I will see you all next time.